Inside Drag Racing is brought to you by Edelbrock, the most respected name in performance. By Bassani, power you can feel. And by United Specialties, home of the trendsetter.
The Performance Tip, professional tips on the latest performance technology available with NHRA Pro Stock champion Greg Anderson. Items featured on the Performance Tip are available from Summit Racing Equipment, the world speed shop.
For today's Summit Racing Equipment Performance Tip, we're going to talk a little bit about roller lifters. Now, in roller lifters, something I know a whole lot about, if we ever should have a failure with a roller lifter, it always seems to center around the little roller bearings around the wheel. We've got something here at Isky Cams that you're not going to believe. Nolan, what have we got here?
Well, after years and years of people reporting failures with the needle roller lifters, we've come out with something revolutionary, and it's this bushing roller lifter. So we've completely eliminated the needles. Now, you being in pro stock, you know the failure is always with the needle roller bearings. And what happens is we've done a lot of testing and studying in our lab, and this actually oscillates, so it gets egg-shaped, and the lifters bunch up, the pins bunch up and stack up against each other, and that causes a break in the outer race. So by going to this, about a 350% increase in load capacity, don't get the oscillations. So what happens is not only does it last longer, but it allows the roller to follow the cam profile. So you don't get the lofting or the bouncing. And once the lifter actually follows the cam profile that's designed, you don't get any oscillations, you don't get any vibrations up through the lifter, up through the push rod to the valve springs. As we know, on the top end, the valve spring is the killer.
For more information on these great Isky products, we'll display the Isky website at the end of the show, or you can go to your Summit Racing catalog.
Rain didn't stay away. The finals at Silver Dollar Raceway rained out. The Mustang boys will get ready to play a little bit later on. But let's head to Beach Bend Raceway, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and let's get to the finals now. In BF Goodrich, Tires Mean Street, Jeff Swanson in the far lane, Gary Duncan in the near lane. Duncan with great reaction time at 0:44, going to thunder down to the top end of the track. He will take the win there. 10:24 with the 9. 130.64 miles per hour. In the Hamburgers Nostalgia Superstock in the near lane, it is Dennis Gorrell, far lane, Robert Akers out of Louisville, Kentucky in that 65 Cornet. Can he catch him in the top end? The win goes to Akers, 11:02, 121.46 miles per hour. In the Comcams Pro Stock Final, it is in the near lane, Bruce Kemp, far lane, Bruce Maichle in the 02 Trans Am. Maichle off the line with an 0:28 reaction time. This one going to be close at the top end. Your number one qualifier prevails at 8:72 at 158.97 miles per hour. Bruce Maichle takes the win. Next up, Vortech, Xtreme Street. This final, a good one here. Kind of qualifying through the middle of the field. Denny Shemwell of Elkin, Kentucky, the 01 Mustang up against Bob Kurgan's 86 Camaro. The win here goes to Shemwell, 8:14, 172 and some change in that mile per hour. Next up, the GM Performance Parts Nostalgia Pro Stock Final in the near lane, Jeff Colletta. This guy in the number one qualifier, number one throughout the entire season, far lane, John Schroeder in the 02 Camaro. Schroeder with a 006 reaction time to take the win there in the GM Performance Parts Nostalgia Pro Street. Nitto Tires Super Street, number one qualifier, not in the finals. Number two qualifier, he's in the near lane, Jim Blair. In the far lane, that's Gary Rohr out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana in the 95 Mustang. A very tough race right off the bat, but this one Blair celebrates all alone when he takes the win. In the Carcraft Street Race, this one the most unusual. They've got to take a 30-mile trip around the environs and to come back here, put it on the strip and get ready to rock and roll. In the near lane, Brad Schehr, he breaks right off the line. This one, Michael Fratena in the 89 Camaro. He goes 125 reaction time, 9:07 with the 5 to take the win in the Carcraft Street Race Final. In the OPG Nostalgia Muscle Car, take a look at this. The 70 Cuda in the near lane, Larry Fleming. Jeremy Mattingly out of Buffalo, Kentucky in the 72 Nova. He's in the far lane. The number 5 qualifier, Fleming, has the advantage at the top end, but this one will go to Jeremy Mattingly at 11:04, 122.28 miles per hour. And the Big Daddy race right here, the number 1 qualifier, low ET, top speed, you name it, Vinny Budano. He's in the near lane. The far lane, Randall Hayes of the 41 Willis. Budano's going to have this one all out. 6:51. 218.12 miles per hour. Budano continues his march as he takes yet another win on the NMCA Tour. And congratulations to Larry Geddes. He won the Super Chips Open Comp Division race, and the Eden Posse Late Model EFI goes to Doug Winters in his 99 Camaro. Next week on the program, all the highlights from the SEMA show in Las Vegas. I'm Doc Riley for Brett Kepner. Thanks for joining us here on Inside Drag Racing. Next week, SEMA action. Until then, have yourself a great week. Thanks for watching. IDR is produced by Masters Entertainment in association with the Outdoor Channel.